most of them do eventually have gang ties, but at the same time, like, he don't get nominations for award shows and stuff. He's blacklisted, but I still look at like who he's still doing. And he's still able to make music.
The ones who fight, they always drop, they don't want to hear, they don't. What you mad at? Speaking up like now you got me thinking.
And then since then, he started thanking God. He's more thankful. He's more spiritual. You know, he's doing his own stuff or whatever. But like I said, I'm like, they tried to blacklist him, but he's still dropping music. He's still doing tours, but they don't bring him up at none of the award shows. He be having some of that top number one song. But because of that incident, it will really, you gotta look at it.
They don't do that to the awards. Yes, the fuck.
You gotta look at it though.
Okay, wait. But the word is excuse me. You don't just stand in between.
You gotta look at it.
Excuse me.
Who is Rihanna signed to?
So when you see us talking and say Rihanna signed to, you don't just step in between us.
That's a girl. Who is Rihanna signed to? You sure?
Rihanna?
There ain't no boy.
So
Why you looking at him like that? She said that's a girl. You asked if that was a boy. She said it's a girl. You ain't got game.
So once that incident happened, he's one of them top people up there. He can be like, no, I don't want him on shit. And they gotta go with it.
It's like the next
But then, like I said, even though y'all blacklist,
and that's why I say you pick and choose who you mess with. But it's always, other players that out. He denies and then they won't get mad.
He spoke out on her behalf. Things all against domestic violence and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, if she started it, she came out and the fans is paying $1,000 to take pictures with him.
They
I
trying to get
wouldn't.
on him about that. Oh, the way he taking pictures with fans is inappropriate.
They the ones saying they want the pictures like that.
They walk up to that man like, can you rub
Whatever
on my
the.
booty in the photo?
I'ma
Yeah,
do
nobody.
that.
Hell yeah, do
My
whatever you
wife
want.
gonna understand like you.
You paying me $2,000 just to do this? Why you want me to rub on your booty?
No, I got
He
class.
got girls bent over and shit.
Yes, he holding one girl by her butt cheek.
He
I
got
can't
one
say
leg.
shit. I
He
did
got
that
one
one
leg
day.
unbent on the ass.
Tell him the girl boyfriend broke up with her because of the
Broke
picture.
off the engagement.
And she said, I'll do it again.
Broke off the engagement.
Because she like, how many times am I going to be able to see this man again? Never. She said she'll do it all over again.
And that's why on Instagram you got a lot of people like, I'll be your Chris Brown. The husband's like, I'll be your Chris Brown.
No, GGG, the Haley, she tried to feed her a strawberry.
I'm smoking on bud right now. I got some shake with some bud in it.
They said he went from looking like money to looking like.
Last me into the morning.
I mean, even if you look at Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar's
But I don't think it's them being homeless. I think it's them realizing my bills outweigh everything else.
It's not about having all the flashy jewelry. Like if you notice, all the ones that got all the flashy jewelry end up being broke at the end of their career. So Kendrick, he got a girl, he got kids, you know. So it's like, why put all your money in bullshit when you can generational? They got Kim Kardashian. Yeah, I already knew about McMillan.
Y'all really watching that shit. That shit
Meek
is...
Mill is threatening people. They say
Footage.
Hey, that shit ain't real.
Meek Mill DMing people talking about take that shit down or I'm gonna sue you. White people.
That's
White people.
sad.
I've been to lots of places. What I will say is that one particular party, lots of big names.
Damn.
There was
Diddy, Aaliyah, and somebody else that was all in white.
I put your name a little bit. Yeah, he just went back there.
They was all in white.
Y'all gotta go to sleep if y'all wanna go to the store.
Because we gotta get up early if y'all wanna go.
Yeah.
What's
I got
up?
class in the morning. I got an exam tomorrow.
She's buying them snacks in the morning. She gets
I know.
I got my own shit, bro.
I'm not even tripping up. Don't be acting like Malcolm.
Night.
I'm trying to go. I'm about to go to fucking Walmart. I'm about to peel her off a little bit more bread and get ready to get what I need.
I need to go put money on my car. Like, what's the most you can put on your car at Walmart?
could tell that she was afraid of him.
In 2015, Ventura shared an image of a sleeping baby, posting, quote, "How I sleep, knowing that I'm single and nobody cheating on me." The next year, it was reported that the two were seen arguing in Beverly Hills. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. 5 years after their final breakup, Ventura filed a lawsuit against Combs, accusing him of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and sex trafficking. Although
They
Combs
said
denied
he
these
made her.
claims, the lawsuit would be settled out of court. This wasn't the end, as footage from 2016 surfaced.
He the one who told her to do that?
Corroborate Cassie's
I knew it.
Like, I look like a
Really, Jake, the
the
lawsuit lines up with
I was
exactly
like,
what we are seeing.
that's
He
also
issued an apology, while many have
But
supported
I feel
Ventura
like
for
you
marking the
degrade
beginning
your
of his
woman, but
downfall.
then tell
What
her
other
I'm
celebrity
that's
accounts have you
some
looking
shit.
at Diddy differently?
Them
Let us know
niggas
in
be
the
trusted.
comments.
He
I
from
have
New
my own
York.
opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they
Ain't
did.
no money in the world gonna let me go through that. See, this one I can't watch shit like this. At some point, I feel like y'all
That shit damn near fucked up the
I
taste in
wouldn't
my
see
mouth.
the Kevin Hart one.
You got your own damn money.
Everybody, first of all, I don't know why all the girls over there and all the guys over here, if you ain't talking to a girl, you got to go, because this ain't that type of heart.
Diddy's parties have been the talk of the town lately. From Jamie Foxx
you
taking the
see?
stand and spilling the truth to
Y'all
50
seen
Cent
that?
swearing off
They
for
say you
pretending
do
one,
that like
there
they
have
be
been
standing
mixed
next to
feelings
him,
about
and I don't
Diddy's
know where
wild
you
celebrations.
do that.
And now, it's Kevin Hart's turn in the spotlight.
Damn.
Footage of the comedian hosting one of Diddy's parties surfaced online and it raised some serious eyebrows. It turns out that all the rumors about Diddy's parties getting out of hand might have been true after all.
I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin, drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she.
Rumors about Diddy's crazy parties have been swirling around for years. The rapper might just be the great Gatsby of this generation.
Great
For decades,
Gatsby.
Diddy's parties have been exclusive events with
Damn.
only the most notable entertainers and leaders
I
bagging
think
invites.
he's
As for Diddy and Kevin Hart, the pair has always been on good terms. Hart has been frequently spotted at Diddy's parties, lightening up the mood
But
with
they
his
said
on-point
he
humor.
put
Now,
majority
Diddy
of
seems to
assets
reciprocate the brotherly
in
love. A little
They
more
got
than he
his
should, though.
Justin
In an
and his
Instagram
mama.
live with Kevin Hart, Diddy called the
They
comedian
say
beautiful.
his two sons
Even Kevin
is
seemed a
under
little shocked at that one.
investigation for being a part of it.
I get it, you got it, you look beautiful.
Now I
They
don't
got
know.
females accusing him.
I'm a
But now I don't know.
you know,
And I'm like, not the little
Look, that nigga stupid.
Diddy might be switching up the tone now since footage of his secret parties
Is it
with
Justin and
Kevin Hart was
Quincy
leaked.
or
The
Justin
footage
and
shows the two buddies co-hosting a party,
That's
and
what I'm
get
trying.
this,
I'm like, I know it's
they
Justin,
get up
but
to some questionable
is it the
stuff.
other one or is it
Listen to the joke that Kevin makes while Diddy asks
I'm
people
like,
to
Okay,
dance.
good.
Seems like Diddy has a certain set of rules for the folks who attend his
I
parties.
thought he'd be gay before.
Here, he's asking people to take off their hats.
Look, when you said it out loud.
Yeah, it go that way.
With your hat on, okay? All y'all niggas that hear these holla ass
Because
niggas.
technically, that's not even his
Get
biological
this.
son.
Diddy's own son was at the party.
That's Kim Porter and Al Bashor's son.
That's just
That he just, because of
Damn,
Kim
man.
Porter, he was raising him.
I think they need shot.
Spotlight of Quincy. It was always when you see Diddy, you
Where my pack of cigarettes went?
And Quincy, and
20
now
minute
they
footage
like
is packed with shocking moments.
with
However,
This is the
his,
first time I
one
heard
instance that
Quincy
or
caught
Al
and
people's
Diddy in the same
Bashor
is when
conversation.
Kevin took the party to the bathroom. You can see him surrounded by many girls in the bathtub. However, what's concerning is that Kevin looks like he's putting on a show.
the stuff that was
What's going on? It's official. We're here.
Hi, we're
Dirty
doing-
Money Apple Police Party last year in Paris.
like, you know, he want people to act like if it's already leaked,
I'm up here in the hot
like, you know,
tub,
people not
doing
going
it
to
officially. You know
believe
what I'm saying? My nigga Trey's up
and they, in that way,
What
it's
if he
like,
did something to Quincy
We have to seem like this. You gotta
and
work
she
on
tried to
it.
say
It's
something?
female friendly. You got a lady for
And I
female.
said,
She's a fucking bomb. That's what I call it, wrong man. I'm not jumping the top myself. What's it gonna be?
Yeah, not Quincy, but Sean.
During another instance, Kevin takes the party to Diddy's bedroom, and Diddy repeatedly asks Kevin to not get too close, even making the no homo joke.
They didn't go to the actual.
Judging from Diddy's body language, fans think that Diddy was simply acting for the camera. He didn't want his gay escapades filmed, hence the nervousness.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed tonight. Go home. Just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed. It's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man.
Now, rumors about Diddy being gay have been swirling around since the 90s. Fans can understand why Diddy might have wanted to stay in the closet since the industry was not as open-minded back then. However, the problem isn't Diddy's sexuality here. It's the gay rituals that involve underage boys. For years, the streets have been talking about Diddy luring young boys to his parties and forcing them to perform sexual favors, not just for himself, but for his close circle of elite friends. According to industry sources, these rituals serve as a sort of initiation where actors prove their allegiance to Diddy and his squad in return for fame and money. Back in the day, actor Jamie Foxx was downright desperate to gain entry into these parties. He would follow Diddy around, hoping for the day the rapper would grace him with an invitation.
I'm following both of the towels and this big ass thing of lube on the floor. Hold on.
I fly to feel down cars, say this part. $1.5 million. I said, nigga, what? You spent $1.5 million on the car?
And it seems like the higher-ups heard his prayers. Jamie ended up gaining entry into Diddy's exclusive circle. At one point, he was even in charge of recording Diddy's wild escapades. Now Fox found himself blown away by how crazy these parties would get. According to him, Diddy would blow millions at these celebrations that would be attended by the likes of Jay-Z, the Neptunes, Missy Elliott, and other big names in the industry.
I said, could you please come with this guy? I need to shop. I need you to come meet him. I need this on my camera.
Missy Elliott.
At the Beverly Hills Hotel pool. Doing their camera, right? And you know what they dancing to?
West Coast, baby, West Coast.
But I think for them, because they were signed with him.
West Coast,
I think
baby,
yeah,
West
like they
Coast.
were blindsided, like.
That said, not
I
everyone
don't
shares
think they
Jamie
fully
Foxx's
knew.
enthusiasm when it comes to
They
attending
didn't know
Diddy's
what was
parties.
going on behind the
Among
doors.
these names is 50 Cent. Now, 50 has been beefing with Diddy
Missy
since the
ended up being
90s.
sick.
From calling Diddy fruity to downright insulting him, the G
But
Unit
then
leader
that
has done it
does
all.
raise the question,
Continuously call
is that why most of y'all drop being his artists and went somewhere else?
call him gay. I said,
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to
And
the
it's
nearest
crazy because
rainbow.
people made so much
And
fun of
Peter
that and he don't think
In recent times, the rapper stirred up trouble by taking shots at Diddy for his parties. During one of his concerts for the Final Lap tour, 50 went on an unexpected rant, explaining why he never attends Diddy's parties.
That's what I said, what do some of
Apparently, the
these
rapper's
artists
parties
have
were not his style, and he
on
felt
him
weirdly
that he don't
uncomfortable
want to
at them.
even bother them? He ain't got no contact with them.
Damn, they had him
Like,
talking on him.
what would 50
Every
have a
corner
hold
of
over
the
them?
Bay Area.
Damn.
like
From
he
Santa
about to
Clara
say he
County.
tried to
From
hold
San Francisco.
friend
The north
in
And I'm like,
back.
you can tell everybody
Every corner
business
of the
how
Bay
they act,
Area.
and don't nobody say shit back to them.
We're renters and landlords.
Besides the new up and coming artists that you know be embarrassed.
You knew he was gonna say it. You seen it?
I'm fine with it. So, I'm just saying this is my motherfucking kind of party. It's uncomfortable. I think I'm the only girls there for it. And shit like that is going on. Right?
That said,
He'll be
this isn't the first time 50 has taken shots at Diddy for hosting these wild
He'll be a
parties.
bitch before he
Earlier
go
in
to the bathroom with
2023, a
him.
photo of Lil Baby from Michael Rubin's all-white party
See,
went
look, Lil
viral,
Baby.
where Rubin and Diddy were spotted
Look how
hugging
he
Lil
looking,
Baby from
though.
the front and the back. With a knack for stirring up trouble,
Got him
50
in the
shared the
middle. He
photo on
looks
his
so
Instagram with the
uncomfortable.
caption, "See, this is why I don't go to no party
And look
Puffy and
who
them
in the
at.
back.
What is going on here? Get off my man."
Damn! Yeah, they got him. They got Da Baby and Lil Baby.
Diddy's own proteges
I don't
don't
know.
seem fans of these parties as well. Over the years,
Who?
French
Diddy
Montana
has
and
taken several
DJ
French
parties
Montana
under his
gay?
wing, and
Yeah.
mentored them to the
Rick
heights of
Ross,
success.
all of them be at
Usher
the
happens to
party.
be one of the lucky few who got the chance to learn the trade from the greatest in the game.
Well,
Back in 2022, Usher
realistically,
sat
they're
down for an
fine.
interview with Revolt Black News Week,
They take men
revealing the
in.
monumental impact Diddy had on his career. He said,
But
being
so
in New York
many
City
men
with Diddy
nowadays,
and being around the artists at that time,
women to play with
whether
them
it was
like that,
Judeci
I
or
don't
Al
like
B.
that.
Sure, or even the hitmakers of that time,
I
Faith
go on
Evans.
Facebook and so many of
It was a
them,
culture,
my man,
and I felt like they were ushering
when
me
I
in.
played with him,
He further added, being able to see how artists did it and what was really intended for success, I learned that you gotta grind to get in this industry.
Oh, I don't like the way that grind said. That wasn't the same kind of grind, homie.
In celebration for his career, I think it is well deserved, and he is an inspiration to me. Back in 2016, Usher sat down for an interview with Howard Stern and revealed that A.K.A. Reid arranged for him to live at Diddy's house in New York when he was only 14.
Yeah.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor
Baby
Town.
when he
There you go.
started.
Yeah,
That
that's
nigga
what
got
it's
baby on your order now.
That's why they say
Jackie
every
Williams
really
and all of them know shit too.
However, the living situation turned out to be more than what Usher signed up for,
Because it
Because
made
they
as
was
he
with
was
L.A.
forced to
Reid.
attend Diddy's infamous flavor camp as well. Now, Usher never revealed what went down.
That's why it makes me think that's why
Except
he
that he
feels
saw
like
some
that.
wild
But
things
that's what I'm
that he
saying.
was
You
too young
notice
to
a lot of the
comprehend.
artists, they either leave and go with someone else, they come up missing, or the group just breaks up, period. And these people got allegations, but these people like, no. Like, some men
Biggie
left.
Smalls was there.
Smalls was there. Last time I went on that weird whole he was doing whole Dr. Shit and all that.
But
Yeah.
some happened to her to make her be like, I
And
did.
then while she's on this
Howard
so-called
asked Usher if
spiritual
Diddy's
trip,
house was filled with
she
girls,
driving and all
and
of a
Usher
sudden
faltered
into an
before
accident
replying.
and died.
That's
Fans
what
noticed that he
shit.
laughed nervously before reiterating
Then saying
that he
they
only
wanna
saw
live.
some interesting things go
Same
down.
thing.
Now, Usher could have easily said that
Just
Diddy always
finishing
had
the
girls
video,
over at his
taking
place,
off on the
if that
plane.
was the case.
Plane
But he seemed to dodge Howard's
plane
question.
crash.
It almost looked like
Everybody
he was
on
fighting
plane
an
died.
internal conflict.
That's just
Should I
scary.
reveal the truth behind
Just
Diddy's
within the
parties,
blink of an eye, your
or should
whole
I
shit
keep
be
quiet?
just going like that.
However, Usher's hesitancy to disclose the truth could be rooted in the possibility that he too may have been a victim. The rumors
He
gained
was.
momentum after
Yeah.
Diddy's
That
talk
nigga,
interview with
14
Kevin
years
Hart
old
at
with
one
a
He was
of his
a
nigga.
victim.
If that little nigga ain't grinding for you, what you
But
got
this
to
is
lose?
where they were saying, like,
He was a victim
Kevin
that
Hart was talking
actually.
shit to him right
Usher
there.
was not 14 as most fans had believed before. In fact, he was only 10 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
He
was
was
a
a
victim,
was
but then
19 years
eventually
old.
when he was groomed, when he got older, he was groomed into doing all that.
Yeah, we used to wake up.
When he
He
was
started
like
laughing.
10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because
Listen, Kevin Hart talking shit.
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say?
Yeah, what the
No,
fuck?
Puff just for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid.
Seems like Diddy spilled a lot during the interview. However, he was quick to gather himself, and when he did, he quickly grabbed Kevin to shut down the interview.
See, and he trying to get him off and he won't get
That
off.
said, Usher is not the only one who prefers not to hang out at Diddy's party.
Denzel?
Denzel Washington is
A
yet
lot
another
of the
name
niggas
who wouldn't
was
be caught dead at
like,
Diddy's
fuck
place. 2009 was an eventful year for the rapper. He turned 40 that year, and he chose to celebrate that milestone in true Diddy fashion. The rapper blew away $3 million for an epic birthday bash at the Plaza Hotel in New York. The black and white themed event was graced by the likes of Jay-Z, Bono, Young Jeezy,
That nigga Jay-Z going down.
Cassie, Martha Stewart, Kim Kardashian, and Denzel Washington. Now, following the event, Twitter was slammed with posts from celebrities speaking highly of the party. However, one person didn't join the after party, Denzel. The actor was spotted leaving Diddy's party, and he did not look happy. Fans think that Denzel looked pretty shaken up. Washington is known for always treating his fans with respect. Yet here, he didn't look like he was in the mood for a conversation.
Let me get
appears as
the
though
fuck
the
up
actor
out of
may
here.
have witnessed some unsettling events at Diddy's party. On the contrary, some believe that fans are scrutinizing the video excessively, arguing that Denzel was merely heading to his car after a long day. Despite this, it's worth noting that Denzel has never been seen at Diddy's parties again.
Is there anything that you want to talk about that
I want to talk about.
you want people to know about?
I don't know if the story that I have about P. Diddy is the thing.
I love it.
However, Denzel has never revealed what exactly he saw at Diddy's party. Thankfully, braver men than him have taken the mic to pull back the curtains on all the nasty stuff that goes down at Diddy's parties, including Josh Ostrovsky. The American entrepreneur, better known as the Fat Jewish in online circles, had the opportunity to attend one of P. Diddy's parties in Miami, where he has one of his mansions. And let's just say he won't be going back anytime soon. Fat Jew recounted his experience in an interview, revealing that the party was attended by hundreds of people, and the place was filled with pretty girls all around. The social media influencer ended up taking ecstasy at the party since everyone was doing it as well.
I'm fucking
I
godless.
went to a party on Star Island in Miami,
that's what
where
happened
P. Diddy has a
in
private residence. I
That's what I'm
noticed.
telling you. They said
I
they
was
get
with
drunk.
Nathan's house producer who was DJ at the party.
Sure.
You think it's cool with everybody doing it, but you don't know everybody is.
I took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was saying ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, just beautiful women who I have no interest in because that's not my type.
That nigga like men.
Drug you and flip you with
Ghouls,
that.
awesome. So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like, you know, it's all like, you know, my ministry, like, you know, the third person, this executive, you know, got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high-end crowd.
Very high end. And there's no joke, there's maybe 100.
Okay.
So far, so good. However, things took a turn when Fat Jew tried looking for the bathroom. According to him, the mansion was built like a maze, and he couldn't find a single bathroom in the sprawling space.
So, long story short, I am on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom. And I can't find the bathroom, and I just kind of go down a flight of stairs, and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion. This is most of it's going down by the pool.
Okay.
You know, cabanas and
Some
stuff.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
We're getting serious.
So I get lost, and I'm in like just a maze of rooms. Now, I'm looking for the bathroom. I start opening doors. One's like a closet, one's a room, it doesn't have a bathroom in it. Whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this fucking dungeon,
right.
every
Eventually, Fat Jew ended up in a room full of men who were all suspiciously leaning on one another.
So I open the door, and in that room, there are a bunch of men, and they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about, and you know, kind of like very like kind of leaning on each other, not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning.
I know I've got a
All
cover.
closed door. You walk in thinking it's a party, it's females here. Till you get to one of them rooms.
My mama told me that
Leaning
shit.
on each other, not really spooning, but like conversationally spooning. Like if you were spooning but facing each other and like leaning up on your elbow and talking.
like how about this? Like in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends, and you're with your girlfriends.
Right. Yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking because that would be weird in
weren't
public.
fucking,
Right.
but like you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes, stuff like that.
Okay.
It was very like
Regal lounging.
very erotic.
Okay. All right.
Heavy erotic.
This shit is tripping me. I don't want to see no shit like that.
I believe him now. Yeah, you don't have to stand there for
Where
me,
do
like-
the music come in at this part?
Diddy and Felix the house
Yeah, I would be stuck
sitting next
too,
to
like.
each other closer than they should be.
I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there. And I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the house cat.
Who said the same thing?
Famed house music producer.
Yeah, no, I
Cat
know.
Williams. I opened the door. I wasn't supposed to.
I swear to God, they're basically spooning and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy. And they're like sharing. They're like passing it back and forth.
And everyone's talking.
And everyone's just like talking.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see them, I'm like,
All men though. There's not
all
one
men,
woman in this
all
room.
men. And they're all 100% nice. Like you can see Diddy's in like white linen being like, oh my God, like rub ice on my nipples.
Right.
You know, like, oh, you're one of my best friends.
Right.
So the minute I make eye contact with him, like a gigantic bouncer comes over and get the fuck out. Because a lot of people turned and looked at me because it was very unexpected that like fat guy with an afro,
Right.
like no shirt on, basically.
That's the
I opened the windbreaker, opened the door to like this like.
What's
Now, as
that
soon as
bug
Fat
I
Jew
just
made
killed?
eye contact with Diddy,
Half of
he
y'all
decided to get the heck out of
were there
there.
and never said it.
However, he left a mark on Diddy because after the party, Fat
I
Jew
ain't
and the
warned
rapper
nobody.
ended up crossing paths at a press event for a film. Diddy was in the middle of an interview when he locked eyes with Fat Jew. Out of nowhere, he stopped the interview and pointed at Fat Jew in a room full of people, asking him where he'd seen him before. Now Fat Jew blurted out Miami, and Diddy got silent after that.
At a junket for a movie that he was in. Someone is interviewing him. I'm in the back as a friend of someone who was there. I'm all the way in the back. I'm behind a million publicists, a million people.
But you see him,
Well, he's being interviewed on
and
the
you're
couch.
thinking about it.
Oh, I'm thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
By the way, anyone I ever told the story to was like, oh, you're alive.
I don't think you're alive.
Everybody was like, you're alive. Like, I'm sure something happened, and they knew I was on Star Island. Like, that was verified by the other person I was with.
Sure.
But people were like, you're a liar. You didn't see them sharing a glass of Hennessy. You didn't see Prelude to, like, an orgy. Like, this is bullshit. Right. You're being funny. Like, Fat Jew's hilarious.
Sure.
So,
This nigga fat,
but I think they were lying. So,
fat gay dude.
he's being interviewed in the middle of the interview for this movie. I'm sure you can guess what movie it is. I think he was only in a movie.
Right. At least recently.
Yes. He literally stops the interview and he points at me all the way in the back and he goes, yo, you, my man. And everyone in the room turns around and looks at me and he goes, where do I know you from?
Oh, no.
And then I go, Miami? And he goes, oh, true. And we locked eyes again, and he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew.
That's the shit you say when you know that you know that.
He feared that Diddy would send people to his house to silence him. Thankfully, nothing like that happened. All because Fat Jew made the smart move of documenting his experiences online. So, in case something did happen, the internet would know who to point fingers at.
Nervous at all in like a Breaking Bad kind of way that maybe people were going to be sent to your house or something? Like,
100%.
Can I be a little nervous?
See, now, what I'm doing to combat that is by talking about it publicly on
And then
podcasts.
because this will come back.
Right. Because I'm most safe if I talk about it publicly.
That's so crazy.
Right.
However, not everyone who attends Diddy's parties stays sane enough to tell the tale. Take Y.K. Osiris for one.
You think rapping and singing is a blessing? You're not using God in vain, His name in vain? It's not a blessing from God. Stop saying it's a blessing from God. It's not a blessing. It's a blessing for the devil.
The Florida rapper emerged on the scene as a promising young artist in 2017. Following his debut on the internet, it didn't take him long to be picked up by Def Jam Recordings. However, Y.K. Osiris' stint with Def Jam Recordings proved to be a short one as he only released one album, The Golden Child, under the label. After being let go from Def Jam Recordings, Y.K. Osiris' career kind of took a nosedive. However, that's where Diddy came swooping in. As a frontrunner in the game, Diddy probably promised to show Y.K. the ropes. However, what fans weren't expecting was spotting Y.K. on a vacation with Diddy in Jamaica. Now, keep in mind that Y.K. was struggling financially during this time. He had blown off all his money and had nothing in the bank, so it meant that Diddy paid for the trip. Things took a concerning turn when Y.K. reposted a photo of a shirtless Diddy on his Instagram with the praying emojis. Now, why would Y.K. feel the need to share a picture of a shirtless Diddy? He was asked about the trip to Jamaica during an interview with The Breakfast Club, and surprisingly, Y.K. found himself at a loss of words. He laughed off the questions and lied that he wasn't in Jamaica with Diddy, but someone else.
Okay, I was with Shawty.
Alright, but Diddy was there.
No, it was a whole other.
Oh, but they just made this up.
Oh, that's what you got. Oh, dug him out. Dug him out. He ain't never getting no play.
But that
Unfortunately
now
for
you
Y.K.,
know, like,
fans didn't buy his lies.
post me.
Following the trip, rumors surfaced that Y.K. was Diddy's boy toy.
Oh.
Told you all the young boys.
They say, nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though. I ain't about to say that.
And where he at?
They
had a big
Him and ooh, these motherfuckers.
Who was that? Remember? Somebody
The
had
fact
him
that Y.K. had a mental breakdown on his Instagram a while later didn't
had
help
Y.K.
things either.
singing to him
During the shocking
for the
footage,
money he owed.
he talked about unaliving himself.
Drink.
He even mentioned that he had no friends in the industry, which came
Who
as a shock
he
to
said
him,
that to?
Y.K.
since he
kind of
used to be
looked at
tight
him
with
like,
Diddy.
nah, that was kind of weird. He like, sing something. He told him what song to sing and everything.
And he sung. Oh yeah, that nigga. I heard hella shit about that.
Like, why the fuck am I on this earth for? Like, God, Like, besides, why you have even, like, why you have even, like, this fucking crash, like, just do something that like, at this point, like, why the fuck you on this earth still? Like, why you still, why the fuck you, like, why the hell you
Then got the nigga shook.
But who else did that?
You don't have nobody, like, what the fuck are you on
He
this
did?
Yeah,
YK
he
also
went.
called
I
out
thought
fans
Justin
who
Bieber
criticized
wasn't
the
dead.
industry.
Crashed the
In his
fuck
eyes,
out. Was
they
ready
were
to
all
commit
devils who had
suicide
managed
and
to fool the
everything.
public.
After this shit right here?
Yeah, after the shit with Diddy.
Oh, this
Oh
God,
yeah.
that's what God wants you to do. No, this not what God wants you to do.
His career
You
took
go through
off.
all
He
this
said
shit.
in
Yeah,
his
that
song.
nigga went
He
crazy.
He
She used to
said
listen
after
to
that
him.
Diddy party,
Destroy
he ain't
yourself.
never been the same.
You destroy yourself. This is not God blessing, my nigga. God
That's
don't want
how
you
like
to do
the
no.
court
God don't
still
want you to
play
talk about no
Justin
sex,
Bieber
money,
song.
cars, clothes, and hoes. What makes you think it's a blessing? What makes you think that?
It appears that YK ventured too close to Diddy's orbit and paid the ultimate price, sacrificing his sanity in the process. Given YK's downfall and his close relationship with Diddy, it seems like there might be some truth to the rumors about Diddy exploiting young artists at his parties for his personal satisfaction after all.
Damn, got footage on the nigga. He can't even do
Back
nothing.
the curtains on Diddy's wild parties. Diddy's rowdy gatherings sound like something straight out of an R-rated film. It's an exclusive event for the chosen.
They had to know this shit was
Fans might
going
turn a
on.
blind eye if it were just nights filled with drug-fueled celebrations and
Let me
endless
hit
drinking.
that.
But what's
However,
the number one
that's not the
thing?
case.
If you got
These
the
gatherings
money.
serve as a setting for Diddy
You
and
could
his
do
inner
it,
circle
yeah.
to exploit young
$3 million
artists.
on the
They
party.
Before
said
industry
his
sources step
net
forward to
worth
blow
as
the
of
horn on what goes on
2024 is
behind closed doors,
1.1
one cannot help but
Billion?
wonder if Diddy's days of
It's
partying
Yeah, I
are
know
billion
the
in
nearing
billion.
their
there.
It
end.
might be billion.
The recent revelations have certainly
Billion.
shaken the
That nigga
ground
worth a
beneath
That's
the
why
billion.
I asked you, did they seize his
That
money?
nigga worth a
There's no
billion
telling what
right
the future
there.
holds for Diddy.
They can keep
Is this
paying
where it
people
ends for the
off
rapper?
if they didn't seize his
Will more
money. And
close
That's why you
contacts
should
jump
let
ship to
me
avoid sharing
rap
the
all I
music
want
industry?
to. Thank
Only
you for
time will
that
tell.
stack of paper. I'm
without
almost
his
done
money
with it.
being
One
seized,
thing's
they
for
can
sure.
keep paying people
The
off.
rapper will need to dig into his war chest
He
to
got
weather
buddy
this
all
storm.
over the place. He
In
got
the
buddy all
meanwhile,
over the world.
stay tuned
You got
and
some
keep it
shakes to
rizzled
go with that?
as we keep an eye out for any cracks in Diddy's empire.
See, that's what I said. It's terrifying. How many people was there?
Damn,
And watch
started
these
off
little
with Jamie
boys
and
and
all that.
everyone get
This shit.
touched.
I know you didn't put no doobies in there.
Yes, I did. That's Bud. What you mean? If it's Bud, we're going to mix it with the shake. My doobies hit harder to do it because I don't put the burnt pieces in it. Yep. Sticks.
Couple sticks.
That's the only thing. Shake be good, but them sticks.
That's extra.
You got to do all that.
Murder roll a double. Or fat swisher.
Here's Diddy with the Liar and J-Lo. Now, here's another one with Jay-Z in this back this time. Same party from decades ago, by the way. Or check out this one with all the big deviants Cat was telling y'all about on Diddy's infamous white day. These still pictures are from one of Diddy's early parties. Parties which recent lawsuits show are an avenue to traffic and abuse minors. They provide proof of pictures that in the modern day, his parties still involve minors and sex.
Mine was a six.
Because Diddy was there when Tupac and all of them.
R. Kelly was out before Diddy, wasn't
Shit, that's the same era.
But was R. Kelly around?
Well, R. Kelly was
Tupac and
R&B.
He wasn't with Tupac. Tupac wasn't fuck with Kelly.
No, I'm saying in that era though.
Yeah.
If not, then that means Diddy came first.
No,
Diddy.
it's about the same time
Yeah.
because she was supposed to be
Like, I wonder
supposed to
if
have
they
been
worked
messing
together.
with Dame Dash at first. And she was under Jay-Z and them at first, but then eventually R. Kelly got her some type of way.
That nigga was a G. He cashed out. He got her own cigarette.
Oh.
Look
She
at you.
still can hit the cigarette.
You want to hit it? She can hit it. What
No, I
happens
just
is
smoked
what?
one. Yeah, but
But what about Jay-Z? Is he still down with that life? Some rumors say that he's worse than Diddy. Well, let's find out.
yeah.
Diddy, J-Lo, and Jay-Z. With Diddy behind bars, many secrets are coming to the surface. And now, even Jay-Z and J-Lo have been implicated in Diddy's crimes. Internet sleuths have been doing some digging, and it seems the two have some questions to answer. One of the first clues was 50 Cent insinuating that Jay-Z was avoiding Diddy after his houses were raided by the feds a few months records that, according to 50, Jay-Z wasn't picking up Diddy's calls.
Jay-Z ain't got some fun?
He inquired about Jay-Z's whereabouts amidst Diddy's trouble. In a post Fifth shared on Instagram, Jay's face is on the milk carton with the caption, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said that ain't answering his phone." In another post, 50 Cent posted an image of Jay-Z with the caption, "Here's Jay-Z, last reported seen waiting in Puff's jet." 50 Cent was referring to the rumor that Puff had fled the country in his private jet. Diddy and 50 Cent are industry besties, and they don't try to hide it. So when Diddy was arrested, the internet knew that Jay-Z would be implicated in his crime, and the evidence that netizens have
50
unearthed
have? What
shows
does
that
Cat
Jay-Z may
have?
have
What does
known and
Jagger
even
have
taken
that
part in
y'all
Diddy's
not
street
touching?
fight. Hours after Diddy was put in cuffs, these photos featuring Jay-Z, Diddy, J-Lo, and Aaliyah went viral. Aaliyah was a
Like,
household
who
name
is
before she
backing
tragically
y'all
and
where they
mysteriously
stand
died
from?
in a plane crash in 2001. However, she was also famous for her marriage to Diddy and Jay-Z's industry buddy, R. Kelly. In 1994, when R. Kelly was 27, he secretly married the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah. The ceremony took place in Chicago, and the marriage was shrouded in secrecy. Vibe magazine later uncovered that Aaliyah had lied about her age on the wedding certificate, listing herself as 18. The marriage was annulled in February 1995, but the scandal strained Kelly's reputation. The circumstances surrounding the marriage were even more disturbing. A former tour manager for Kelly testified at his trial that he had bribed a government worker in 1994 to obtain a fake ID for Aaliyah, enabling the illegal marriage. Despite the annulment, Aaliyah's career flourished, and she often dodged questions about her relationship with Kelly. Ironically, Kelly wrote and produced Aaliyah's debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Despite knowing that his friend R. Kelly had taken advantage of Aaliyah, Jay-Z still tried to get with her. And just like R. Kelly, Jay-Z has also been caught up in rumors of getting with underage girls. And one rumor that has caught on is his affair with Foxy Brown. Jay-Z's controversial relationship with Foxy Brown, a rising star in the music.
This shit, y'all need the real niggas.
I didn't believe it at first. Like, you don't say why
Big
would you do
shot. Let me
that?
charge my phone,
And
man.
they said, yeah, they
Like I'm up with
don't got
ladies.
it.
Ladies want to stay up all night smoking. Don't y'all? Where the wine at?
At what age
We on Hennessy?
was
I
Foxy
know where
Brown
it's store open at. I know an underground juke joint.
I'm just asking a question. I'm responsible for everybody. You the boss. Yo, don't beat around the bush. Say what you want. I'm just asking. What do you mean by that question? I'm not asking
Y'all can't blame me
Despite
for
being
every
bashed
single
being
person
defensive
that
about the
gets
Foxy
touched.
Brown
Like,
question, Nick went ahead and spoke his mind and blew the scandal wide open.
I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
Diddy, Jay-Z, and R. Kelly have a lot in common because in one of the lawsuits filed against Diddy by his former producer, Lil Rod, there are allegations that Diddy was messing around with underage girls. Lil Rod accused Diddy of engaging in sexual misconduct, forcing drug use, and grooming. It is claimed that Diddy regularly partied with sex workers and underage girls, requiring them to sign non-disclosure agreements. Even Diddy's neighbors revealed that underage girls would be brought to the house in busloads at 3 in the morning.
Busload 3 in the morning. Damn, man. Hey, how much? What you got? A whole bottle of Viagra?
money. And he'll finish it too.
And it turns out Diddy and Jay-Z have even more common. They both love the game. According to Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy was sleeping with male celebrities such as Usher, Meek Mill, and Stevie J. One excerpt from the lawsuit.
Stevie J? Stevie J?
They been said he was gay on Love and Hip Hop. They said he was gay.
Redacted and Stevie J. In the footnotes, the description for Rapper 5 reads, he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. And the description for the R&B singer 6 reads, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. There are Meek Mill is from Philly, and he dated fellow rapper Nicki Minaj from 2014 to 2016. The insider at E! News attributed the split to constant fighting. They were fighting on and off for a little while about a few topics that upset Nicki. They had a bigger fight and then called it quits, the source said. But what about the R&B singer mentioned in the lawsuit? The lawsuit says that the singer in question performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Las Vegas residency. Everyone's eyes turned to Usher, who fit the description. In 2024, performed at the Super Bowl, and in 2022, he had a successful Las Vegas residency title. Jay-Z has also faced allegations of being gay, and one of the people who exposed him was none other than 50 Cent. According to Fifth, Jay is trying hard to look like a famous gay painter.
The image itself after a gay painter. And you only want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
You're talking about boxing. wants to look like a gay painter.
His remarks alluded that Jay-Z was mirroring the looks of Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat was a famous painter who, despite openly having had romantic relationships with many women, including Madonna, was known to be gay. And looking at Jay-Z's now look, it's hard to dispute 50 Cent's claim. And if you're wondering where J-Lo fits into all this, you're in for a big surprise. Diddy and Jennifer Lopez were once dating. However, the couple split in 2001 after 2 years together. In a 2003 interview with Vibe, Lopez opened up about why they went their separate ways, telling the outlet that Diddy wasn't faithful to her. I never caught him cheating, but I just knew. He said he was going to a club for a couple of hours and then never came back that night, she recalled. I had to think, do I want to be home with kids in 10 years wondering where somebody is at 3 in the morning? Despite their breakup, the two have remained close friends, even going live on Instagram together during the pandemic. Many people on the internet claim that J-Lo knew all along what Diddy was up to, but she was covering for him. Lopez has been caught covering for Diddy once and saved the Bad Boy Records founder years in prison. This is none other than the infamous 1990.
Yeah, she covered for that nigga. But she never went with him again. That nigga.
Face to face, I had nothing to do with a shooting that night in the night.
They about to get this nigga.
Obviously, nobody really wants to be arrested or handcuffed or, go through all that kind of stuff. It's a really traumatic experience.
For many, the 1999 club shooting involving Diddy and his then girlfriend J-Lo was settled as Diddy was not found guilty of anything. However, the new Lil Rod lawsuit...
That nigga had money.
Shine, Diddy's 19-year-old rap protege, was unfairly sentenced. So what exactly does the Lil Rod lawsuit reveal about the incident that took place over 2 decades ago? According to Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy bragged about the shooting and how he got away with it.
Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, A.K.A. J-Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation.
Lil Rod isn't the only person spilling the beans on the incident. As it turns
Damn, now they gonna open back up.
That the music mogul shot her for years. However, her testimony has fallen on deaf ears for over 2 decades.
You have said since really right after the shooting that it was P. Diddy who shot you.
I said it immediately. I literally watched them pull out the guns. I've had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose.
So what exactly happened that night?
Damn, if a nigga shot you in the nose, you know who did it.
Diddy and his then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez had been celebrating a soon-to-be-released album by Shine, Diddy's 21-year-old protege, at Midtown's Club, New York. The night started like any other glamorous evening in Manhattan, with Diddy and J-Lo enjoying a vibrant nightlife. But as Diddy's entourage was leaving, carrying a bottle of champagne, he accidentally bumped into one of the club's patrons, knocking a drink out of his hand. The man, Matthew Allen, a street tough known as Scar, responded with a shove. Things escalated as one of Allen's companions allegedly threw a stack of money in Diddy's face.
Puffy and Shine allegedly got into an argument with another partier shortly before 3 a.m.
This shit
Someone
dope.
tossed a wad of cash at Combs as a sign of disrespect. Suddenly, all hell broke loose.
Suddenly, gunshots shattered the air, cutting through the music and plunging the club into chaos. Amidst the chaos, 3 innocent bystanders found themselves caught in the crossfire. Bullets struck 2 men and a woman. The woman, shot in the face, was rushed to hospital. As the wounded were rushed to the hospital, law enforcement descended upon the scene, determined to restore order and bring the perpetrators to justice. The nightclub, once a symbol of glamour and excess, now stood as a haunting reminder of the violence that had infected within its walls. Diddy and J-Lo were detained after a gun was found in their car as they left the nightclub.
Damn, man, they still had the gun?
At that point, a sergeant on the scene ordered everyone who was in the vehicle under arrest.
Police charged Sean Puffy Combs and Jennifer Lopez with felony gun possession.
The vehicle was stopped after it fled the scene and jumped a set of red lights. The gun was found lying in the car. It was identified as one that had been reported stolen in Georgia, and none of the 4 occupants of the car had a license for the gun. The couple were both charged with criminal possession of stolen property. Police arrested and questioned the couple after eyewitness claims that Combs fired a gun after it assault at Club NY. Shine was also arrested and charged with criminal possession of a firearm. However, in 2001, a Manhattan jury acquitted the hip-hop mogul of all charges brought against him, including 4 counts of illegal possession of a gun and 1 count of bribery. But this is where the story gets a little more interesting. Shine, Diddy's protege, was found guilty of 5 of the 8 charges against him. Apart from that, Wardell Fenderson, who was Diddy's driver that night, testified that he didn't pull over right away and fled from the cops because the rapper shouted at him not to stop. After the chauffeur was stopped by police, who found a gun gun in the car, Diddy offered Fenderson $50,000 and a diamond pinky ring to say the weapon was his.
Fenderson testified that Combs was armed the night of the shooting at Club New York and later pressured him to claim ownership of a pistol police found when they pulled.
Wix.
Yo, no, this shit.
To build the website you need. With full business.
In ownership of a pistol police found when they pulled over Combs' Lincoln Navigator as he fled the shooting.
Rapper Shine has also maintained that Diddy threw him under the bus. According to Shine, Diddy's legal team called a witness to the stand to testify against him.
It's not a matter of, turning your back on me. Like, how do you call a witness to testify against your comrade?
The witness that Shine was talking about was Sharice Myers, a bouncer at the nightclub. According to Myers, when the shooting started, she fell on top of Diddy and that the music mogul didn't have a gun with him at the club. However, what she said next drove the last nail in Shine's coffin.
But even as her testimony helped exonerate Puffy, it implicated Shine. Myers told jurors that it was Shine who first opened fire inside the club, letting off 2 shots toward the ceiling. Shine's lawyers conceded that their client fired his gun, but only in self-defense.
Diddy has long maintained that he didn't throw Shine under the bus, despite a lot of evidence to the contrary.
I did not force anybody or tell anybody to say anything that would damage or hurt Shine's case.
And now, after decades, Shine still maintains that Diddy set him up and sent him to prison.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me. And he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison.
He over there now. He talk different.
Time Lopez covered for
he look different, huh?
About the sexual assault case
African.
Music mogul.
He did. He went all the way with it. He went spiritual jump.
Lopez are close friends despite being exes. Lopez has never
He
said
paying
anything
niggas
bad
off.
about Diddy. This is very strange, given that before they met, Diddy had already sexually assaulted multiple women. Diddy also faces
they didn't seize that shit.
Is it possible that Diddy's relationship with J-Lo was the only one?
He got too much money. He can't. What you gonna seize? He didn't get that from freaking. He just used it to freak. You can't seize his assets. He ain't no dope dealer. Man, he got that shit illegal. He got it in fine right. He ain't hit nobody like that. He ain't trying to do no hit. That nigga got too much money.
The lawsuit read. Mr. Jones believes that Mr. Combs has recordings of
that nigga got money on top of money. Listen, as long as I've been alive, as long as I've been alive since the 90s, look, since the 90s, this nigga been on. This nigga probably got close to $100 billion. You know how many Bad Boy CDs inside?
Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties.
This nigga got money, man.
Due to this treasure trove of
This nigga got money.
Mr. Combs believes that he is above the law and is untouchable. The lawsuit read. It turns out that Diddy was already doing this in the early 1990s. A woman called Joy Dickerson Neal filed a lawsuit in November 2023, alleging Diddy had sexually assaulted her and recorded the incident. Joy Dickerson Neal was part of the same social circle as Diddy. Their paths crossed professionally when they both appeared in the music video for Straight from the Soul by Finesse and Synchros. Despite Diddy's persistent advances, Joy consistently rejected him, maintaining a professional distance. However, Joy reluctantly agreed to an early dinner with Diddy on January 3rd, 1991, while on school break for the holidays. They chose to dine at the famous Wells Restaurant in Harlem, a beloved establishment known as the home of chicken and waffles since 1938. Joy needed to use the restroom during dinner and left her drink unattended. She alleges that this seemingly harmless moment gave Diddy the perfect opportunity to spike her drink. Unaware of what had happened, Joy returned to the table and continued the evening. After dining, Diddy insisted that Joy accompany him as he attended to a few things in the city. Reluctantly, she agreed, getting into his car, a decision that would haunt her for years. As they drove through the city, Diddy produced a blunt and asked Joy to take a hit, to which she reluctantly agreed. From then on, her memory becomes hazy, a blur of fragmented images and sensations. sensations. Joy alleges that Diddy had intentionally drugged her, leaving her in a physical state where she could not independently stand or walk. Diddy drove to a place he was staying, where the night took an even darker turn. Joy alleges that it was here, in a place where she should have felt safe, that Diddy sexually assaulted her. However, the nightmare was far from over. Joy soon discovered that Diddy had secretly recorded the incident without her knowledge or consent. Devontae Swing, a mutual friend, allegedly told her that Diddy had shown him the tape. The worst part is that Diddy showed everyone the tape, according to Devontae. However, according to Lil Rod's lawsuit, recording his victims wasn't the only thing Diddy was doing in the 1990s and 2023. Lil Rod accused Diddy of drugging him and sexually assaulting him together with other men. Lil Rod
you know a nigga ain't gonna say that.
Lil Rod recalls waking up naked, dizzy, and confused in bed with Diddy and two sex workers. And it turns out Lil Rod wasn't the only victim. Another woman, identified as Jane Doe, also came forward the same day as Joy with a disturbing account of her encounter with Diddy. Jane Doe's lawsuit paints a horrifying picture of coercion and sexual assault, implicating not only Diddy, but also singer Aaron Hall. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe and a friend attended an MCA event in 1990.
See why y'all need to support homegrown rappers, motherfuckers y'all know.
Upon arriving at Aaron Hall's apartment, Jane Doe alleges that Diddy coerced her into engaging in sexual acts against her will. However, the situation took a sinister turn. Aaron Hall forcefully entered the room, pinning her down and subjecting her. But the horror didn't end there.
Somewhere she
Jane Doe
should have
claims that
felt
both Diddy and Aaron Hall forced her friend to engage in sexual acts as well. Even more disturbing is that the lawsuit details an incident that occurred 2 days after the alleged assault. Fearing that his then girlfriend would discover the truth, Diddy reportedly went to the home where Jane Doe and her friend were staying and allegedly choked Jane Doe until she lost consciousness. That wasn't the only game Diddy was involved in, as he, along with former Bad Boy Entertainment president Harv Pierre, was accused of a similar crime by an unnamed Jane Doe, and she was just a 17-year-old high school student. According to court,
this nigga smashing on high school students. This nigga wrong than a motherfucker.
Pierre approached her at a lounge in Michigan.
You know how old I am?
And the woman alleges that private jet to Daddy's house recording studio.
Yeah, he had this little, a whole little harem. He had a little harem. They said he was.
According to the lawsuit, once at the studio, Diddy, Pierre, and
he had groomed for years.
Applied Jane Doe with drugs and alcohol. They then allegedly subjected her to a vicious and horrifying gang. The suit describes the incident as part of a sex trafficking scheme, with the defendants exploiting a vulnerable high school teenager and transporting her by private jet to New York City, where the assault took place. All these incidents prove that J-Lo must have known something about Diddy since he was a monster before and after their relationship. But what is even more strange is that most of the women in Diddy's life have come out to expose him, while others, such as Kim Porter, have died under mysterious circumstances. On November 15, 2018, the world mourned the passing of Kim Porter. Initially, her cause of death was reported as pneumonia. However, the first coroner's report ruled her death as a homicide, citing the presence of toxins in her body. Kim Porter was in the process of writing a book before her untimely demise, leading many to believe that she was about to expose him before she was killed. Another one of Diddy's exes, Gina Hoon, accused him of physically abusing her on multiple occasions. According to Gina, their relationship was tumultuous and filled with abuse. She described how Diddy would stomp and hit her, leaving her mentally, emotionally, and physically scarred. One of the most harrowing incidents Hoon described was when Diddy allegedly stomped on her stomach with such force that it knocked the wind out of her.
He stomped on my stomach really hard, and I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't even.
They can't even touch this nigga, man. She's saying that out in the open and didn't nothing happen.
Physical abuse, Hoon claims to have
this. He avoided my face, but he started punching me on the side of my head, and I was just covering my face.
Was Jennifer Lopez covering up for Diddy for all these years, or did the Bad Boy Records executive treat her differently from other women in his life? We may never know, but as we wait for his case to start,
that nigga was beating on J-Lo too.
Similar content.
Oh, J-Lo looks so fucked up.
Holmby Hills mansion linked to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was raided.
So they sent the nigga up the river.
Disturbing allegations take center stage as grainy footage of kids in Diddy's raided house is said to change everything.
Some be biting you in here, huh? Some be biting you in here, baby? Some be biting you in here?
Sex trafficking investigation.
This video delves into the complexities surrounding this case, as well as analyzing the leaked footage, its authenticity, and the potential consequences for Diddy's reputation.
All right, I'm about to go to sleep.
His handling of young artists. Diddy's private residence gets combed. Today, we have an exclusive story that will leave you stunned. Federal agents from the Department of Homeland Security have raided the residence of none other than Sean Combs, the hip-hop mogul, who has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. In this video, we will delve into the details of this shocking event and uncover the truth behind the raid, as well as the hidden footage released from the raids. So, without further ado, let's get started. Over the last several months, Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy or Diddy, has been embroiled in a series of civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault and sex trafficking. These allegations have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, tarnishing the reputation of the once beloved music icon. As the lawsuits gained traction, federal authorities began to take notice, leading to the raid on Combs' luxurious residence in Los Angeles. The allegations against Combs paint a disturbing picture of a man who abused his position of authority, preying on aspiring artists and models who dreamed of making it big in the entertainment industry. The victims, who have bravely come forward, allege that Combs used his power and influence to exploit vulnerable individuals, promising them fame and fortune in exchange for sexual favors. As the lawsuits piled up, the public's perception of Combs began to shift. Once seen as a successful entrepreneur and philanthropist, he now faced a barrage of accusations that threatened to unravel his carefully crafted image. The media scrutiny intensified, with every detail of the lawsuits dissected and analyzed. Federal authorities, tasked with upholding the law and protecting the vulnerable, could not turn a blind eye to the mounting evidence against Combs. The Department of Homeland Security, known for its role in investigating crimes of national significance, took a keen interest in the allegation. Their investigation led them to believe that there was enough cause to conduct a raid on Combs' residence. And so, on a sunny morning in Los Angeles,
I ain't going to sleep.
black SUVs,
I want to see that.
of the Department of Homeland Security,
Gotta wake up many man.
Combs' sprawling mansion. The raid was executed with military precision, catching Combs and his entourage. Witnesses reported seeing heavily armed agents storm the apartment, their faces obscured by
I want to lay my game down, but I can't.
as federal agents meticulously
Baby, when you gonna lay your game down?
searching for evidence related to the
Look, I ain't gonna lay that game down.
with reporters and paparazzi swarming the scene, desperate to capture any glimpse of the unfolding drama. As news of the raid spread like wildfire, the world watched in shock and disbelief. The fall from grace of a music icon was unfolding before their eyes. The allegations against Combs had already tarnished his reputation, but the raid on his residence solidified the seriousness of the situation.
Enforcement, and from our chopper view, we saw several people questioned outside of the home, and some have even been detained. There's a lot of activity out here.
The neighbor, when the neighbor said he'd be busted, she said you should be out here around 3 o'clock. You know it's motherfuckers next day.
Earlier today, Homeland Security investigations, New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law.
Some people wasn't happy. You know how black girls be when they ain't feeling like the nigga wasn't even on me, girl.
Footage from Fox 11, a local television news station in Los Angeles, showed officers.
He was spooked. And he couldn't even get through.
Another local station, Fox 11, aired overhead footage of the Los Angeles raid, showing what appeared to be two of the rapper's sons outside the home in handcuffs. While they did not provide further details, it is clear that federal authorities are determined to get to the bottom of the allegations against Combs. The raid on Sean Combs' residence marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing saga surrounding the hip-hop mogul. As federal agents continue their investigation, the world waits with bated breath for the truth to be revealed. The shocking allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking have rocked the entertainment industry, forcing us to confront the dark underbelly that often lurks behind
the dark underbelly. Yeah.
Sean Combs has remained relatively silent. His legal team released a brief statement denying the allegations and expressing confidence in his innocence. However, the public's perception of Combs has been irreversibly altered. Once seen as a trailblazer and a role model, he now faces a long and arduous battle to restore his reputation. The reactions from the public have been mixed. Some staunch supporters of Combs refuse to believe the allegations, dismissing them as a smear campaign orchestrated by those who envy his success. Others, however, are deeply disturbed by the the allegations and viewed the raid as a necessary step towards justice for the victims. The entertainment industry, too, has been rocked by the revelations surrounding Combs. Many artists and industry insiders have expressed their shock and disappointment, calling for a thorough investigation. The #MeToo movement, which has shed light on the
They're gonna go to court.
is also playing a significant role in shaping.
All right, y'all. Get off this, bro.